Good morning and welcome to Inspirational Vitamins. Your word this morning for your week. I want to wait for around 30 seconds or so before I get going, as I hang on for a minute to see for some of you to share this video before we get started, and for those who are hopping on as we speak. But while I wait, I just want to ask you, how was your week last week? I always say each week that I get on here to do my 2 minutes of inspirational word for the week, just to check in to see how your week was before, because I always believe that the week that passed and the week ahead of you should be a lot more productive than the one that's passed. So whatever you done last week, you're going to be doing that even more and much better this week. I have a great word this week for you. And the word for the week is honesty. Honesty. Now, we have heard that word and used it so many times. It is a quality of just being honest. In fact, I would venture to say that it's a key component to our character, who we are as a person, as an individual. We have heard the phrase so many times, honesty is the best policy. This week I was in the grocery store, and as always I was practicing social distancing, and I saw a young man, maybe not so young, in his mid-30s, and he was began to lament about how he can't wait to go back to work, because he started complaining that he's not making any money staying at home. And then he went on to say that for the first time in his life he had to stand in line and apply for food stamps, and he was not very happy about that. Not only was this gentleman very honest, he was also very transparent. I'd like to begin this morning with 10 things, and they're practical things that we face in life when honesty is the best policy. Number 1, when you're breaking up with someone. Number 2, when you're taking a leave from the office. Number 3, when your credit card bill comes too high. Number 4, when discussing financial issues. Number 5, when you're in trouble with the law or with the authorities. Number 6, when someone asks you out and you're not interested. Number 7, when you make a mistake. Number 8, when you're running late for work. Number 9, when you get more change from the store than you're supposed to. It's called an overage. Number 10, when your boss asks you, how many hours have you worked this week? This week, we are talking about honesty. And I believe that, like I mentioned last week about habits and practicing good habits, in order for you to be honest, there are 2 things that you must do. 1, you have to be intentional about it. And 2, you have to be very conscientious about it. William Harley Jr. in 2003 wrote a book called His Needs, Her Needs for Parents. And William said this. He said that honesty is like a flu shot. It may give you a short and sharp pain, but it keeps you healthier in the long run. You see, sometimes it's hard to do the right thing when no one is looking. But one person described that as, that's integrity. When you don't have to do things because someone is monitoring you, right? But because you know it is the right thing to do. So this week, in your daily routine, in your daily activity, practice honesty. And I believe if you do that, you may be greatly surprised as to what will be the return and that. Do me a favor this week, share this video with your friends and with your family, and join me next week. Same time, same place, for your word for your week. Until then, be honest.